back to the blend. You know, it's an American dream to own a small business. So hearing numbers like 80% of them crash and burn in the first 18 months can devastate aspiring entrepreneurs. It's the American nightmare in that case. But there are smart small business solutions that are now only a fingertip away and can help you get successful. Here with the help us kick off National Small Business Week is celebrity entrepreneur and small business owner himself, Bill Rancic. He is offering some firsthand insights on the obstacles and opportunities from his soon-to-be new restaurant, RPM Italian, in Washington, D.C. How are you, Bill?
Well, I am great. Good morning. I just want to warn you, we're in a construction site, so you may hear some drilling and sawing. Don't be alarmed. We're about 3 weeks from opening our doors here, and we're doing everything we can to hit that deadline.
In which case, in 3 weeks, you'll be hearing Frank Sinatra, but right now you might be hearing some sawing or hammering. First, let's start at the starting line. What's the biggest change that we're seeing small businesses see right now? What's the biggest issue they're seeing?
Well, you know, with small business, things are changing at a record pace, and I think the key is for the small business owners to embrace that change, to adjust to it, and to be agile. Those that do survive, those that don't oftentimes become extinct. So you look at so many different ways you can now communicate with your customers. Social media, a great example. Yeah. I'm sure you use it on your show all the time, and for us it's an amazing tool, but for many small business owners, they misuse it. And they use it just to sell product or sell a service. For us, and I'm sure like your show, we give them a behind-the-scenes look. We make them feel included in the process, share with them recipes. We provide them with real content. And I think that creates a bond and it creates a connection with your customers. But we also use it to get feedback. You know, they tell us if they didn't like something, and we adjust and we react and we're agile, so we make sure that we get it right 100% of the time.
Absolutely. So when a small business owner first starts off, they might have a good grasp of things, but as they start to grow, it can get a little bit more difficult. There's more obstacles thrown their way. What are some of the biggest things that they see?
Well, one is just the way you communicate. You know, we're in a mobile society, and one tool that I've really embraced is the new teleconferencing. You know, before we used to do conference calls, and that was great. Yeah. But boy, oh boy, have things changed. Now we can do video conferencing. We can share presentations in real time, and we have locations in Chicago and D.C. now. We can conduct meetings from one location with the other, and it's seamless. You feel like you're in the room with them. It's amazing how far we've come. But some of the obstacles they face is access to money. You know, I think a lot of small businesses have a hard time getting capital. And again, I come back to that word agility. I suggest they embrace alternative solutions. There's crowdfunding. There's ways to use social media to get people to give you donations in exchange for products that you may be selling. There's a lot of alternative ways you can get funding for your business in order to grow and in order to expand. Now,
I hate to bring this up considering you're sitting in a restaurant that's about to launch. That's your own. But the failure rate for new restaurants is through the roof. What have been your keys to success in not ending up being a statistic?
Yeah, well, for us, you know, this is our third restaurant. We've got 2 in Chicago. And really the goal with my partners and myself was food first. We made sure that we focused on the freshest ingredients, local ingredients, creating some of the best dishes that the people have ever experienced and giving them amazing service. And, you know, Juliana and I, my wife, we can get people to come in the door once, but if my partners couldn't get them, you know, to come back 2, 3, 4 times, that means we weren't doing something right. Now, fortunately, our first restaurant in Chicago is almost 6 years old, and I get reports every morning of how many visits someone has come in. So, you know, Tom Jones, 30th visit, Phil, Johnson, 90th visit. That means we're doing something right.
Tom Jones, not the Tom Jones. Maybe the Tom Jones, who knows?
Not the
cool.
Tom Jones, no.
It's not unusual. Yeah. It'd be great. Really quickly, I have a friend of mine that lives in D.C., so I have to have her try out some of the food there. If there was one dish that you had to have at RPM, what would it be?
Well, you know, all of our dishes are great. We make all of our pastas from scratch every single morning. But our #1 seller is the Mamma di Pandi Bucatini Pomodoro. It's from my mother-in-law's hometown of Naples, Italy. Oh, wow. It's a recipe that's been passed down from generation to generation. And at our RPM Italian in Chicago, people love it. We sell 200-300 of them a night.
Wow. Good for you. Life is good. Really quickly, if we want more details on that teleconferencing that you were talking about earlier, how can we learn more?
att.com/agility. It's a great resource for small business owners everywhere.
All right, Bill, pleasure. Thank you so much, and best of luck to your opening in D.C.
I'll see you in Vegas.
Absolutely. Well, yeah, we need an RPM in Vegas. Let's make it happen.
Well, that's our next stop, hopefully.
I love it. I expect an invite. Power your small business to new heights. For more information on how to put yours into motion, just head to that website, att.com/agility. And Megan, over to you.